bowling, superb bowling.
Well, this one on the money from Chaminda Vaas. Again, the bat and pad looking close together, but that's hit the pad first. There it is, straight into the pad. That's hitting middle stump. Well bowled, Chaminda Vaas. Well deserved. Steve Davis says, yes, I'll give you that one. Brendan McCullum on his way for 10 and New Zealand 18 for 1.
Big reception for the new batsman. Ross Taylor, homeboy, but he won't face right away. Now did that carry? Might just have dropped short. Well, if it had carried, he wouldn't be smiling, I can tell you.
First impressions say just bouncing short. Nathan Astle just kept a little low, that one. Oh, that's... diving forward. No, just bounced in front of him. Just bounced in front of him. Good effort.
It's in the air. This is going to have snow on it, even though it's 27 degrees. Well, no one wanted it. About 4 of them were around it. And everyone was looking at the other one and saying, it's yours, not mine. I don't want it. You have it. In the end, no one had it.
Well, that's poor. Chaminda Vaas has created some great pressure. Great pressure. And Nathan Astle has succumbed to that pressure. He's charged down the wicket. The experience of Sanath Jayasuriya should have gone for it.
Fended this away, and it's down to the boundary for 4. Relieving a little of the tension that's building up here. A boundary for Nathan Astle.
It was streaky, but it should settle him down just a little. Look at that. Just the feet went nowhere. He just pushed away from his body, got it in the gap.
In the air again. Another boundary. Not convincing, but that's 2 in the over.
Similar shot, same result, bit finer this time. The elevation, just the pace of Malinga was what helped there. Frustration for the young man.
Lifts it away, much better shot. And just over the boundary, 6. So 14 off the over. Astle wins the battle in that one. It's 38 for 1. Beautiful shot. Coffee book drive from Astle. And another boundary.
He's done well here, Astle. He's just waited for this ball a little bit longer, and you can just see his front foot's opened up a tad, and that meant the ball swinging back at him didn't cause him too much concern. He was able to get the full face on it and punch it down the ground.
Well, that's a lovely stroke. Beautifully played by Nathan Astle. And another boundary brings up New Zealand's 50.
It's one of Astle's strengths, square of the wicket. Often that the fieldsmen can be very close together around just behind point, just in front. And this time the placement split them perfectly. You have a look how he stays so side on and hits the ball under the eyes. He doesn't need it to be very wide of the off stump. At times, you see him play that shot from off stump. Bowler thinks he's in, and then he's conceded 4.
Edge. Murphy's Law. One of the slips disappears. Nathan Astle puts one through there. Another boundary.
He's not learning, Malinga. He's not learning that if Astle gets his eye in and you continue to bowl just short of a length outside off stump, you're going to go to the fence. Be it over the top of the slips, that heavy bat he gets swinging, or along the ground through point.
So there's the signal for the power play. And a milestone there for Nathan Astle as he picks up that single. And you'll find that he's now achieved 7,000 runs in one-day internationals. Magnificent achievement, and only Stephen Fleming ahead of him.
Yeah, well played, Nathan Astle.
Beautiful. Too short, and Astle's put it away for another boundary. His 7th, 7 fours and a 6 so far for Nathan Astle.
Astle just starting to look more assured now, picking the ball up better, feet just getting into better positions, more solid positions. Just has to swivel away there. It's a beautifully paced wicket, this. You'd call it a true pace. Not overly quick, but it skids on. Beautiful for those types of strokes.
Here he comes, straight down the ground, and another boundary coming up. Astle really now starting to get into his stride. 9 off the over already.
It's an intelligent way to attack the new bowler. Be pleased that Malinga was off, even though he dealt to him in Malinga's last over, but just perhaps the eyes a bit more accustomed to a more normal style of delivery, and he's decided to take that opportunity to attack.
Beautiful shot. That really is a super drive. 4 runs.
Great area to look to hit Vas early on. Straight down the ground with a full face. No one needed to chase that.
Crunching it away through the covers. This will go all the way as well. Another boundary.
Vas perhaps just starting to tire, and the ball starting to tire. Not moving back in the air as much. Look at that extension with the front pad and the placement. Just an outstanding example of a cover drive from an outstanding prospect.
Oh, beautifully played. Excellent leg glance. Beat the man at short fine leg. 3 fours in the over. 85 for 1. There goes the sweep. And you can see by the position of the pad, hit outside the line. Trying to take that from quite a long way outside the off stump.
So important for the men at cover and mid-wicket to be sharp here. They want to force Taylor into looking to sweep. It's a man at a very short cover and a man hunting it just in front on the leg side.
Got it away. He's dropped it too short. And Taylor pounced. And it's a boundary backward a point.
Oh, it's an important stroke this for Taylor, because it proves that he can wait a little bit on the off spinner and wait for a poor ball. It was too short, it was a deucer, and he just put him away with an orthodox square cut. That'll just settle the nerves. We'll say, hey, I don't need to force him too much here.
Again, ball going square, and that will be 50 for Nathan Astle. And what a beauty. Sri Lanka gave him a chance. He doesn't need many.
Yes, it was a very, very fine innings, and again we saw him using all his experience. He used the pace of the deliveries rather than look to hit with the pace, sort of use the pitch itself, which was he's playing so well, in fact, to try and get the Sri Lankans away.
And hoist that away now. It's yeah, 6. Poor boy. He just timed that perfectly. A pickup shot. Once again, though, Fernando, that's a poor delivery.
Exactly, and this is really what the Sri Lankans should not be doing. They've been on both sides, and Ross Taylor once again using the pace. What a fine shot that is. Going right over the line.
Yeah, look at the wrist work there, the way he flicks the bat late. That's the key, where he's able to get it just behind square rather than hitting it straight down square leg's throat. So problems for Fernando. 9 off the over already. And maybe make that a couple more. And New Zealand have waltzed through here to 100. And that's after 15 overs. 101 for 1.
Yes, I think the Sri Lankans now need to try and change their approach here. Here we are, this is Astle, glorious shots, again using the pace, just giving himself room, realizing there's no cover down on the line. He's got the quick pace of Malinga away. Again, a man of great experience, and this is really what the Sri Lankans can't afford to do, get him into form.
That's well hit. That's very well hit by Ross Taylor. Good firm shot. Just breaks a little bit of pressure which was mounting from the spinners. First boundary for 8 overs of the spinners, Muralitharan and Jayasuriya.
A good placement here by Taylor. There was a man out just behind square on the leg side. This one he got square enough to be safe and nearly went all the way.
That'll be his 50. Lovely off drive to raise a half century for the local boy, and here the crowd. Ross Taylor, 50.
Announcing himself on the international stage here, Taylor. He's played a very intelligent innings, came in, took his time, just looked to nudge it round, and since then, since getting a start, he's gone on with some lovely strokes. On the onside, lofted on the onside, some lovely strokes down the ground. Oh. Down the ground. Boom. One bounce. Wasn't timed as well as Taylor can. If he had got all of that, it was going for 6.
The advantage here, it's straight. It's absolutely straight. Nicely played, beautifully timed. Well, I suppose the pace as well. Used the pace of the ball and worked it off the legs. And the superb shot by Taylor gets him a boundary.
This is quite outstanding timing from Taylor. He's just let it come underneath him and just flicked the wrist and turned it and controlled it. It was no more than a push. And it's beaten the man out on the fence who didn't have too far to run.
Another one. Goes all the way again. Low in the full toss. 2 in the same area. Short or full, Malinga is proving very expensive.
It's not Malinga's day. This is the exact ball that generally got Sri Lanka a wicket in the test matches. This time, it's going for boundaries. That's the white ball, easy to pick up out of the umpire. It was full, it was straight. He had to hit it. Malinga didn't want to hit it so well.
Very fine, coming off the under edge. Long chase here for the short fine leg. Still in the power play. So only 2 fielders allowed outside the field restricting area. And the New Zealanders have taken advantage of that. More specifically, Ross Taylor.
Great start by New Zealand, 150 up. They've used half their overs. They'll want to maintain this. They'll want 300. No doubt there.
That's a great hit. That's a tremendous hit. Just timing. No real effort from Astle in that shot. Just got under it and straight over the head for 6.
These aren't short boundaries, McLean Park. They're quite long straight. And that was as easy as you like. Just stand and deliver. Bang, dead straight, 6. Simple.
Real problems here now for Sri Lanka. There's Jayasuriya over the wicket.
.150 partnership between Astle and Taylor. Really good effort. Combined so well. Astle took the mantle of scorer when Taylor first came in, and Taylor got himself established at the crease, and then he started to score at a great rate.
Now that's out, I think. Well, what a way to go. We saw it happen in the Test series to Jayasuriya himself in Christchurch in the first Test. Deflection from Shane Bond onto the stumps, and now Jayasuriya returns the compliment to get rid of Nathan Astle and to deny them the record.
It's not looking good. There's a deflection, definite hit. Nash still short of his ground. Well, you got the feeling that they needed a bit of luck to get one of these two players, and they've got it. It was just a push from Taylor, but it was timed pretty well. And that is what might have sold Astle down the road. He'd been backing up quite a long way, and just, I don't think he's got back here. There's the bail coming off. He's 6 inches short. He's on his way. It's been a fantastic innings. The decision will come up on the big screen here, and it'll be greeted by moans and groans from the New Zealand crowd. But Astle is on his way. A fabulous innings, back in his familiar role of opening. He's out for 83. New Zealand 169 for 2.